Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Overachiever. I am basically attempting to get as much gamer score as humanly possible. We're going to go for every single achievement that we physically can get, and we're starting with Rabio, a cute little 2D platformer game that offers a whopping 5,000 gamer score. As you can see on screen, we have lots of very simple achievements to obtain. Essentially just completing the first 16 levels will get you the 5,000 as long as you collect every energy sphere along the way and complete a couple of deaths. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this first level, and as you can see, we've already gained our first achievement for starting the journey. Now I was trying to figure out the game mechanics here a little bit, and essentially it's very simple. You press A and you flip your gravity. Essentially it's some sort of like telepathic magical bunny. And it's just trying to work out how to do each one carefully. But if you are really good at these sort of games, you will have no problem gaining this 5,000 game score very, very quickly. As you can see, for me, I am very sporadic with my movement. I want things to happen now, and as a result, I made a lot of mistakes on these first few runs. From this point, so I've got all the spheres. Now, the objective was to die, because that wasn't actually what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go the other way. But if I went the other way, I wouldn't get the spheres, etc., etc. Yeah, and it's a very, very simple game. You only have to do the first 16 levels. I didn't go any further than that. Once I had the achievements, I was done and out, obviously. But you may really want to continue on, because it's a fun little game. It's a fun game about a rabbit who's trying to get through this absolute nightmare for your world. And it's just a fun little platformer. We're gaining achievements left, right, and center here. We just gained level 2. We gained 1 for getting some spheres. I mean, they're all piling in. This is how fast the achievements come in on this. Progress through level 3. We had level 2 there as well. And you'll see, oh yeah, Energy Sphere 2 has just come through as well now. Now, this one I wasn't quite sure, because I hadn't experienced any of this stuff yet, but basically when you jump on those boxes and you jump off, they drop. And that's how I got the spheres, and then you were supposed to continue on and gain the other, get through the level with the other boxes. It gets insanely harder from here. There are some interesting obstacles to get through. Like there was some difficult levels. There's one where you have to kind of navigate a bunch of shooting guns. That was kind of interesting. You'll see I'm still getting achievements. These achievements just keep rolling in. That's how quickly you get them. And then we jump on there. If we jump off now, we get the last sphere for that one, and that brings us another achievement. So there's about 2 or 3 achievements per level. And like I said, it only requires you to do the first sort of 16 levels. So you're going to see these things coming through very quickly. There was the last one for the yellow one as well. Again, a lot of these sphere ones require you to die. So if you're like, oh, why did he just not recover from that? It's because they actually create an environment where you can't. So you'll notice there, those 2 spheres are obviously impossible to get without having to die. So you will have to kind of navigate back through some levels a few times. Like this one, I go for the pink sphere, but then I have to redo that whole sequence again to get the yellow spheres. But the pink spheres are gone. Once you've done those spheres, they don't return. Oh, this is how sporadic the movement is that I'm just like falling off stuff and without even really making any movement adjustments. And then obviously after this, it's just finishing the level. And as you probably just saw there in the achievements thing, that was level 7. So we are near enough halfway through now. This whole, oh god, this is embarrassment trying to rewatch through this. So jumping ahead, this is probably the next level that was probably the hardest. You'll see I die a lot in this one. I've already got the spheres at this point, so I've done those achievements, but it's just about actually finishing the level. And for the life of me, it took me so long to try and figure out what I actually had to do here, because you expect that you need to drop onto the boxes and then find a way to flip your gravity at some point, but there just wasn't a way of doing that. And I'm even dying to stupid stuff like just jumping when I shouldn't really be jumping. And yeah, this one took me a while, but I figured out there in the end where you kind of had to double back, but very quickly kind of shoot forward. But this is what's quite fun about this game, is that there are some actually kind of interesting puzzles to try and figure out. Like from here, it's like, where do you go now? Because you don't really want to go to the danger, but you kind of have to because you want to flip your gravity. So yeah, we're going to jump ahead though. We've jumped ahead to level 13, sorry. This one is the one I was talking about, where it's like you have to kind of really time your jumps to get the sequence right. And you'll probably notice that I failed a lot. It worked out eventually that you often don't want to jump immediately after that last top one's gone, because they fire another ball on the middle row, so you need to kind of wait almost another sequence, just standing still, to be able to dodge that one. It's interestingly timed. I wonder if they designed it like that or whether it was just coincidence, but it really does kind of add to the thought process behind this game. You're going to see me fail a lot here, so we're just going to skip to when I actually do it. So this run, I think here is the one where I actually do it. You'll see that I actually timed that better to get to that middle part, and then you just flip, and then it's just getting past these things. And this one's more just taking your time a little bit and just not overshooting that jump. And there we go. We're on to the next level. This one, again, gotta die to get that blue sphere, but you get another achievement, another lovely achievement, which is level 14. We are so close to the end now of this journey and getting that first 5,000 gamer score, which is crazy. It's so fun watching it back, of me actually trying to get these achievements, because it's just wild. Sometimes I think, where did my thought process go on this, that I didn't know to just jump from block to block. Hindsight's a beautiful thing, right? And here we go. Oh, I got hit again. Oh dear. Can I do this before I skip ahead? I don't want to bore you guys watching me fail so many times. And I think this was the final one, or one of the final levels. There's no sphere in this one. I think the last level we're looking for is a sphere. And there it is. There's the final one. Now, I did go on to complete this level and a bunch more after this, but I didn't realize that was the final achievement there. That final blue sphere, that cyan sphere, was the last one. And this took me so long to do this level, by the way. It was rough. At this point, I was kind of sat there and I was like, well, I'm not getting any more achievements. This is weird. And I realized something. I had been playing on the wrong account, and I had put all of my achievement score into the wrong account, and I was still sat at 0. So yeah, as a result, I had to kind of basically work my way through again those first 16 levels to attain that achievement score again. So yeah, by the end of I had to obviously rework through all these levels. Luckily, I did this way faster, just because I already knew the different puzzles and how to figure things out. And yeah, you probably understand the end of this story is that I got the 5,000 gamer score, of course. I did make a few silly mistakes again, forgetting some of those earlier levels, but ultimately it took me all of 10 minutes to finish up and get everything. So yeah, go me. 5,000 gamer score, of course, is what we ended up with. Yeah, 5,000 game score is what we ended up with, and as a result, we completed our first game to 100%, and what a gamer score to add, 5,000 straight off the bat. If you have any game suggestions, let me know in the comments, and of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It would really, really help the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye!